Hello and welcome back to our roleplay playthrough as Emir Al-Khayr the Greedy of the al-Mazati Emirate. We're currently 56 years old. We're waiting on getting a diplomacy perk which will allow us to create a kingdom title or usurp the kingdom title for 400. Actually, it's title creation cost, so I don't know whether I'll be able to usurp it for 400. It might just be 400 if it's a completely new title you're creating. I'm not sure, but we'll probably get to 500 gold before we get to get the ducal conquest perk. So either way, we're going to be more than likely become king in this episode, which will help our succession greatly. Currently, if we were to die right now, our realm was split into I don't know how many pieces. I mean, yeah, we'd lose 8 titles on succession, including, yeah, like it'd just be loads of duchies everywhere, all under, you know, in our dynasty, but it'd be a load of different duchies. So we don't want that. We need to get to 500 gold. There was a call to war at the end of the last episode. I went ahead and accepted that. So I think let's have a look at the war. We're going against for the chiefdom of Timbuktu, and I don't really think they need our help, but we'll send our troops down there. We could just send like the men at arms or something so that we don't lose too much money. I think we're going to do that. So we're going for, is it this county? No, it's this county here. So look, they're winning battles already, and I think they've sieged it down. Yeah, they've sieged at least part of it from what I can see. So let's raise the men at arms. And let's have a look. We lost the councillor, but here our son-in-law died, so we need a new steward. We put Naib Frausen of Zagwan, put him in, and I think that's what we're going to do. So yeah, 19 stewardship is not too bad. I think he's should be raising development in our capital. It's currently at 7, so it was 3 when we began. So it's gone up by 4, which is really good. Keep that going. So yeah, our daughter Tawa can marry. She's 30 years old. Let's have a look at potential alliances. So he's already our ally. So is he. He's inside our round. Yeah, don't know what happened there. So let's go for matrilineal prowess and get a good knight in. Herculean, he's good. Irrational antagonist. Herculean, 24 prowess. Yeah, let's put him in. And yeah, go for that. We can usurp the emirate. Oh, we can do it already. Oh no, that's emirate. Okay, ignore me. We need a guardian for Islay, so give him to our chancellor. We can demand payments. Nothing substantial. Okay, so we're just gonna let time keep on ticking while we send our men at arms to battle. Smallpox. Oh yeah, I forgot. We've got smallpox in our court, but The outbreak of smallpox, which has ravaged my court, is finally over. Its victims have all either recovered or departed from this world. My Faris Watas ensures me that all bodies have been properly disposed of, and the threat is completely gone. Good. Okay, so we're safe from smallpox. Alright, let's send the men at arms down to here. And siege. Like I said, I don't think they're going to need our help, but we're better off sending a few men down there just to be on the safe side. Are we going to get to 500 gold in this episode? I think so. I think so. Alright. Yeah, I don't know what happened earlier with the... Okay, what's... So Musa Faradin has learned Arabic, that's good. Our councillor died of typhus. Who was he? Was he I'm guessing he was our mufti. Okay. We're not going to declare any wars at the moment. We're just going to wait for our money and create that title. Also, I don't think we can do that if we're at war, so better off finishing the war before we, or helping to finish that war, because I don't think we'll be able to do it whilst being at war. Let me check that. Okay, doesn't say anything about being at war, so yeah, we just need 500 gold. We're not far off now. We won the war. Let's disband our troops. Alliance expired. He died after a botched treatment. Also, I noticed that's the reason that our daughter was in prison. Is because she's a physician and she failed to treat a family member. I think her son was ill and she didn't treat him properly, so the husband then put her in jail, which was a bit extreme, but he is a fearless, and he's an empath as well, and he's compassionate, so I don't know why he did that, but yeah, we got her out. We paid 25 gold to get her out. Okay. It's not far off at all now. Not far off at all. And we'll be king of Africa. Imagine we die like right now. 495. And we are there. Okay. So we can create the Kingdom of Africa. It's a big moment. So before I went away, I spent like a few episodes building up to it, conquering, and I thought I really thought we're not going to be able to do it in our lifetime. When I was away in Spain as well, I thought about it, and I thought, well, I'm not sure how we're going to do it, but luckily we were able to do that holy war for the was it a holy war? Yeah, I think because we needed the piety to do it. We needed to be paragon of virtue. Let me just check. It was a holy war for kingdom, wasn't it? Because oh no, it was just conquer. I believe. No, it was a holy war. So holy war for kingdom. I didn't know that was a possibility. To be honest. So I thought we won't be able to do it in our lifetime. I thought succession would divide the realm, and then we'd have to fight our brothers and all that, and try and do it with our next character. But we've finally done it. We'll create the title and get 400 prestige and the kingdom. Okay. Alright. We now have a royal court. The African court. As Emir Al-Umara, you have new duties and responsibilities. You will now be expected to regularly hold court, solving the disputes of the realm, and letting your courtiers take part in your daily routines. Magzen is looking sternly at me in a direct, almost lecturing way. Perhaps there is also some surprise in his eyes. He starts to unfold a beautiful banner, bearing the emblem of House al-Mazati. One of the ways in which the world will now judge your rule is by how you adorn and care for your royal court. I have taken the liberty to have this made as a gift to mark the beginning of your royal tenure. Let them see their new Emir Al-Umara. Let's enter the royal court. So what have we got? We've got banners we can put up. Okay, so the al-Mazati banner, dynasty banner and the house banner. They look great. Court grandeur. So at the moment we're not spending any money on that. I mean, we could just bump it up a little bit. Yeah, just bump it up by one. Just to, because we don't want to be cheap. We'll be spending 0.8 gold a month, which is fine. We can afford that. We're going to be a warlike court or a diplomatic court. I think diplomatic. We haven't got the prestige to change it anyway. Court language Berber. Your native language. So yeah, that'll be our native language. Berber is spoken in the whole of Africa, it looks like. Throne room. Okay, I'm not going to hold court just yet because I want to have a look at a few things. So our faiths, we've got a Shari in our realm. Cultures, yeah, we've got Maghrebi and Baroness. We're Butra, that's our culture. But we do have Maghrebi and Baroness. Is Maghrebi kind of being eroded out of existence? It looks like it. We could form a hybrid culture at some point. I'm not sure. It's a lot of prestige, but I think technically we could do it. Yeah, might be worth doing that if we get a chance to in this lifetime. So houses, al-Mazati, and then court languages. So these people don't, people around us don't have courts, royal courts. So we're the only Berber court, royal court in existence. But yeah, cool. So should we hold court? I guess would be a good idea. So we'll hold court. It will cost us prestige, but we've got a bit of prestige now. So let's do it. Sitting on my throne, I gesture for my guards and open the doors of the hall. A stream of people file in, some lining up in front of my throne while others move out of the way so they can simply observe the proceedings. After several moments, all movement in the chamber has ceased. All faces turn towards mine expectantly. In front of me I count 3 petitioners lined up in an orderly row, waiting for me to call on them. So it's gesture for the first in line to approach. So the day of truth, my lord, my steward Naib Frausen takes the floor. I have an idea to improve taxation. You can send surveyors to question your subjects about every property, its name, owner, extension and value, and how many people live there. So it will cost us a lot of gold we don't have. We can get this modifier, extra taxes, which will give us direct vassal opinion -15 for 2 years. We can get each of our vassals to pay us 5 gold. It's really not a lot, so I'm going to say it's not worth it. He likes us enough, so if we lose 20 opinion with him, that's fine. He's our steward, but it's not really a danger to us if he dislikes us, you know. I'm not going to pay 100 gold for a survey. I know you get like I don't know exactly what you get with the survey, but it's not. I think it's like development growth or something like that. So I'm not too worried. A feast under your name. Naib Hashim approaches me with a straighter posture than usual, and visibly eager about what he has to say. My liege, the people in your realm need the occasional joyous gathering where they can forget their stresses. I would gladly finance a feast, even if held under your name, as it's for the good of the al-Mazati, though I would duly expect a favour and recompense. So you say I accept, get 200 gold, and then we'd have to host a feast. You say no strings attached, your liege demands it, so he loses opinion of us. Who is he? So he's our vassal. He likes us at 65 plus 65. So losing 30 opinion with him, not a lot. And also we're greedy, so it would fit our character. Perhaps we can arrange something more agreeable. And then this is the diplomacy challenge. Same thing, I guess, but with a chance that he disagrees and withdraws offer to pay, and I'm afraid I cannot accept. Yeah, we're going to do this one, and then hold a feast in a second when we get the gold, because we're greedy. Hold court. Svax out of control. They're hanging us, hounding us. We could keep order, my lord. Please, we can organise ourselves without all the death. A peasant woman from the Wilaya of Sfax, an area plagued by unrest, held by my grandson Wali Urzig, assures me that that control can be restored without undue bloodshed. So, curious idea, let's try it. You tell Wali Urzig to lay off the noose for a bit. Control will change by plus 20. You're right, what we need is excessive bloodshed. Wilaya's facts gains increased presence, so it's just like negative popular opinion and control growth 0.7 a month. So what is the control here? I don't know wait, I have to go in. Control is really low, to be fair. Let's lay off the noose a bit. I think he's only a child, as always, my grandson. So we're not going to do this one because we're greedy and we gain stress. So let's do that. Alright, conclusion. As the last petitioner departs, various courtiers follow them out of the room, having business to attend elsewhere. Others remain talking amongst themselves about the recent proceedings. Soon the ceremonial formality of the proceedings is dropped away entirely, with the hum and bustle of normal courtly life taking its place. My business here is done. Alright. Okay, so I was just gonna say we look pretty cool on that throne. It'd be good to get a throne made for us at some point, but that's a pretty cool looking throne. I like the aesthetic of, like, you know, North African. You know, the way they dress, the court looks great. It's pretty cool. Anyway, so what are we doing? Oh, we're doing a feast. We can vassalize people. Let's do that first. So Sheikh Mustafa ibn Maznan. Yep, offer vassalage. Where is he? So he's down here. Okay. And Emir Amin ibn Burkan of the Burkanid Emirate. So he is there. Alright. So he's a body. Yeah, offer vassalage. Okay. Few ferries. Oh, we can get more ferries now. That's good. I think when we unpause, they'll fill in. We can demand payments. Yeah, not worried. Create an accolade. Hey, we can create an accolade now. So let's put Ureg in as our acclaimed knight. Be contender, which is Hasluda experience gain. Can we change that to anything? Valiant. I think from what I've seen, Valiant is a pretty good one. And Tactician, what's that? Martial +2. Men at Arms counter efficiency. Yeah, Tactician's good. The Sword of Allah, I love the name. So let's create an accolade. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. That's a aeroplane or a helicopter or something. But yeah, successor. Let's seek one. We've barely got the prestige for it, but let's seek a successor. Alright, so with that all done, let's just unpause for a second. We're moving up in the world. We've just got an achievement. Lovely. They're accepting our offers of vassalization, and so is he. So we've now got this desert as well is now blue, which is pretty cool. Gonna create an activity, host an activity, feast. It'll be a normal feast. We haven't unlocked murder feast, and I haven't seen a single YouTube playthrough do a murder feast yet, or a bloody wedding. I would like to see one, but yeah, well, we can do this in Wodan. Yeah, let's do it in Wodan. It's not too far for us. Get a caravan master, so our acclaimed knight can do that. We don't need captains. We don't need anything else because we're safe. Honorary guest. So, I mean, we could go for our player rare. We'll find him, but not to hear. What was his name? Amazus. He's not currently here. Okay, so we'll close that. We can't afford that, so we'll just go for exotic delicacies, and number of courses, appropriate or exorbitant. Can't afford that either. Cool. What do we want to do? Befriend someone. We can befriend a court physician would be a good person to befriend, because I think he is a villain. Yeah, he's a zealous villain. So what does that mean? This character is very cruel and is significantly more likely to harm others. So yeah, we want to be friends with him, to be honest. Not get on his bad side. He's our court physician. Okay, let's start the feast. Let's go. A fresh start. I will be hosting a feast in Wodan, and the time has come for us to depart. While I do not particularly care for these type of events, they are a necessary evil every once in a while. I can't wait. Okay. Making time. So servants run across the hall bringing the final decorations. Some of the guests are yet to arrive, and I indulge myself with a delicious drink by the fire. Oh, I seem to have spotted some veal cutlets already. I spot with Watas among the crowd, totally unaware of my plan to befriend him. We have a lovely time ahead of us, indeed. So 7 months until it begins. Let's close that. Let's have a look at the world. So I wasn't expecting to become a king so early. I mean, it's not early, it's episode 8, is it? Episode 8. But We've done it in our lifetime. So we're now Emir Al-Khayr the Greedy. So the al-Mazati Grand Emirate. We've got an accolade successor. Let's put him in. How do you do that? Here. Lovely. He's pretty good. 21 prowess. And otherwise decent, well, average stats. He's brave though. He's greedy like us. Gallant. He's an organizer. That's really good. Having an organizer is just what we needed. He's a poet. Okay. I did a playthrough. I did a playthrough once, starting on this island, and it's not an option. It was in CK2. No, it wasn't here. It was even further. It was like up here somewhere. It was an island, and it was a struggle. But yeah, they haven't included certain parts of Russia or Siberia, I guess, in CK3. Also, I mean, I'm just wondering, the map looking like this, like all cut up here, are they going to expand at some point so you can go to the Far East? That'd be really good. I'd love that if you could go to like China, play in China, Japan, Korea, those countries, or like even further south, like I don't know, like Philippines and those areas, like Malaysia. Anyway, that's off topic. I've got a feast to attend to. So the guests are gathered in the great hall, lords and ladies from near and far reaches of the realm. The mood is bright and spirits are high as the feast begins. Welcome, friends. So our wife's stewardship astonishes the guests. After eating next to each other for a while, I must have said something particularly intelligent because Abaza complimented me on how clever I was. I think he's being sarcastic. In response, I smile intelligently back at my fellow scholar. We've got 3 learning. Before I get occupied with the grease running down my chin. But we get scholarly confidence for 5 years. So that gives us... what? I can't see. It gives us something. Anyway. Child of my dynasty, Tawakint has given birth to a son with our acclaimed knight. So we call him Ureg after his father. He's Hale. I think his father is Herculean. That's fine. Ureg could be a knight for us one day, hopefully. What started as an ordinary feast became an exceptional one thanks to the presence of Watas. We spoke all evening about all manner of subjects, and as things would have it, we seemed to have a lot in common. I had such a good time with him. What a good evening. Servants were carrying out impressively adorned this is French. Entremets? I don't know. Entremets. A number of proud peacocks, skinned, cooked and stuffed, then redressed in their magnificent plumages. However, as Akorako brought his knife close to one of them, the fowl came to with a shriek. This one wasn't cooked at all. It pecked at Akoroko's nose before bursting forth among the screaming and laughing guests. The peacock's escape ended soon enough as Naib Ahmad rose from his seat and with cold efficiency grabbed it by its neck. With a twist of his hands, the loud snap made the entire hall fall silent. The silence is broken by Akoroko's moans of pain as he clutched his bleeding nose. We get raucous entertainment, and he gets some dread. pretty cool. And I thought that favour was on us, but luckily not. It's taken much of the evening to get close to Watas without making it feel forced. After all, the best friendships are natural. I want him to think this is spontaneous. By Allah, extols my maybe friend, barely disguising a belch. That was a heavy course, and so soon after the last weighty one. It simply sits too heavily on the stomach. I simply cannot believe that the servants expect to keep serving their master, working this poorly. So I can say yes, sadly it was a poor choice. I think he might become our friend, or he might just gain opinion with us. Switch the subject to something less contentious because we're shy, or we could do this but we'd gain stress and we're shy, so we wouldn't do that. So let's try and make him our friend. Let's see if he does become our friend. He did. We've got a friend, and he's our court physician. Nice. After days and nights of joyous company, my feast is soon going to be over. Most every guest seems to be pleased, except perhaps the coracle, who's still clutching his nose where the peacock marked him. Oh, so he is wounded. It also seems no one wishes to sit close to Ahmad after his brutal disposal of the bird. We should do this more often. We gained a rival. A coracle is our rival. Alright, well, he's not... if we dismiss him, he's got loads of kids, so I'm not going to dismiss him, because I want them to grow up in our court. We can educate them, maybe get knights out of them and stuff like that. Which reminds me, after the feast I'll have to have a look at our courtiers and marry them off and get them educated, things like that. So celebrations end. A few candles survive after the last of the guests have left. I can hear a pair of servants letting out sighs of relief after the doors close. The food is still warm on the ceramic plates. Soon word will reach every corner of the realm, and every noble worth their salt will know that my magnificence is unparalleled. With all my guests leaving the castle, with the entire contents of my vast pantry in their bellies, I am proud to say that the feast was a success. Nevertheless, I'm still grateful that the endeavour is over for now. And with that, it's all done. Do we get any prestige? Yeah, a little bit. 115. I think we did gain a lot more prestige than that, because it's gone up to 923. So, the art of merrymaking, wine, ale and fine food. What better relief from the troubles of the world is there than a night of revelry? As each feast ends, I find myself playing the next. I wonder who will come. We can become an eager reveller, but we gain stress because we're shy. I can say, but I have other pursuits. What does eager reveller give us? Intrigue. Yeah, I mean, let's take the stress. Get a bit more intrigue. Can't hurt. Okay, finish the feast. Great. Alright, so before we do anything else, let's have a look at our court. Go for adults who are unmarried, and there's a few. So our spy master, let's get him married to, he's a lowborn, so just go with let's go with her. Yakta, lowborn, matrilineal, prowess, and we can get this guy in. He's got 17 prowess, that's pretty good. He's got really high intrigue, and he's a villain, but hopefully he won't cause any trouble. I don't know. Watas, our court physician, is getting married off to Iza. Ruza, matrilineal, she's a lowborn as well, so we'll have to see what we can get. This guy, 14 prowess, it's not amazing. go some of all skills and get someone else in. This guy, he's really old though, but yeah, he'll do. He's got very good stats. Izzy, our grandson, he's betrothed. Al-Khayr, betrothed. So he's okay. He's got good diplomacy. He's not good at anything else. Compassionate, craven, and gregarious. I don't want to play as this guy. Princess Bagilla. Matrilineal. So she's 32. This guy's really good, and he's good. Let's go for him. Manuel. That's my dad's name. He's Greek, Orthodox. Let's get him to. Oh, he won't convert because he's zealous. Okay. So who can you marry? Just anyone really. She's zealous as well. So, yeah, Tadefi, cool. And then Zubayah. Yeah, he's not lowborn, so he's got a few more options. We'll go for she's Hale. Yeah, let's go for the Hale trait. And finally, Alama Suhail, or Alama. So he's our is that what like Mufti is? Let's check. Yeah, it's called Alama now, not rather than Mufti. So he can marry her. Yeah. He's stuttering. That's right. No worries. Don't. Anyway, designate a guardian for Dalal. So this is our granddaughter. She's doing intrigue. So let's go with her. Bagilla, I think we've married her off. Alright, so now we're going to look for children who are in our court and give them guardians. So what's she doing? Intrigue. Let's do it like in this order. Ureg, okay, he's too young. She is curious, so we can give her diplomacy or learning. Let's go for learning because she's intelligent. No one amazing. Our Alama can do it. This is our grandson. He's got two. Oh, he's good. Yeah, he's doing intrigue. He's charming. Yeah, let's keep him on intrigue and give him some. Oh, I don't wanna. Okay, genius. No one amazing. Intelligent. Bishop here. No. But this guy, Claudio, give him Galusa. Yeah. Cool. Court. This is taking a while. Children. So Muzaraf, Dean, I thought he had a guardian. Yeah, he does. And Talas, a courtier, doing marshal. That's cool. So let's get him a marshal. Amazouz has got lover's box. Brilliant. But yeah, let's give him to let's give him to Amazouz. It's fine. He's not related to us, so doesn't need to be the best of educations. Granddaughters, I'm sure they've got educator. So does he. So does she. Okay, so it's just this girl here. She's doing intrigue. Let's give it to our daughter. And then finally this one, doing marshal. But she's bossy. I'm going to change her to stewardship. And give her a guardian who's good at stewardship. There we go. Alright. Let's let time go. Excellent. Great. Wicked. This is okay. We're back home from the feast. Thank Allah. I could go inside again. A feast under your name. What a marvellous feast that was, with the promised feast to Naib Hashim still fresh in the memories of those who attended that day. The attendees to my feast are ecstatically singing my praises. I felt drunk on happiness as people cheered and worshipped at my feet. An additional benefit of keeping my promise to Hashim is that all of those who attended are speaking highly of my court. I'm sure the next feast will be even better. So we gain 10 court grandeur. Okay, we can finally get ducal conquest, but we don't need it now. We go for groom to rule to get the extra skill points for our children and grandchildren, I think. Or is it just children? I'm not sure. Betrothed can marry, so Isley can marry. Can ransom this guy for 10 gold. Let's do that. Bajilla can marry. I thought I'd arranged a maybe not. Okay, so some of all skills, maybe. He's Kurdish and he's a Abadi and he's got good stats all around, so go for him. She's inapathetic. Okay. It's so hot today. I'm sweating. I can barely focus, but it's all good. It's come back from Spain. It was boiling there, but here in England, it's just more humid. So this way is the summer here. It's always like this these days. Empty council position. We've lost our spy master. All right. Abdul died. Okay, so spy master. This guy is really good. He likes us, so let's put him in. Timmy needs a new guardian, so give her to our spy master. And that house feud. I wanna see what we can do to them. We're more likely to kill him than we were before when I last checked. So let's murder him if we can. She's on support schemes. I should have changed that back to disrupt schemes earlier, but I didn't. And they can be convinced, but how much would be the bribe be 15 gold. Well, that's nothing to us, but we're greedy, so we'd get a bit of stress. But we're going to invite him just to be on the safe side. Let's go up to 95, 95. Lovely. Oh, we can also hold one more holding now, but we don't really have any options. And we could revoke this maybe. We need limited crown authority. But he likes us. He's got good diplomacy. I don't know. Let him be. Okay. Curse undone. The twists and turns of fate have not always been to my advantage. Allah knows that I was cursed the day I met Emir Segada. However, today that curse has been lifted. Fate has smiled upon me and brought that evil swain to his grave. So he's our rival. Okay, we're trying to kill him. So let's go and change that back to disrupt schemes. We were trying to kill him. We just spent 15 gold on nothing, for nothing, but it's fine. One fewer Asgard to worry about. Or we could put the feud behind us, or we could keep it going. They tortured our daughter, I think, didn't they? So I can't remember who it was. Was it Willa? She was, whoever it was. She was married to Fezan. I can't be sure, but was it her? Yeah. So he tortured our daughter. She still got the penalty for another couple of years. Poor Talalit. So one fewer Asgard to worry about. We're gonna keep the feud going. Yeah. He died gout-ridden. Feud the next enemy. The hateful house Asgard is now in the hands of Mastan, and Emir surely just as wicked as his predecessors. Everyone knows of Sigada's torturing of me, but what of the future? So, Emir Mastan, he's a godless villain, he's august, charismatic negotiator, cynical, ambitious and sadistic. Yeah, nothing changes. Asgard dogs are all the same. So, we've gained a rival. We can... Oh, we could declare war on them. I mean, they're our neighbours. But yeah, I think we can't murder him for another 8 years for some reason. Don't know why that is. Oh, he was the son that we tried to murder before, I think. And then we cancelled it because it got exposed, and that means we can't declare, we can't scheme against him for 10 years. Oh well. I mean, we could go for his son, maybe. Murder. It's a pretty high chance. Al-Khayr is dead. He died of a tumultuous gut brought on by rich food. This is our son Al-Khayr, so... Was he... Yeah, he was a wali of Bir Amir and two other counties. Okay, it's a shame we lost our son. He did not deserve this. Should we kill this guy? We'll try and kill this guy. I mean, we could try and kill... It's the same chance, isn't it? So let's go for the air and put her back on support schemes, and then we can bribe him for 17 gold. Let's do that. It should be a wrap. The Gazelle of Tala. My vassal Naib Ahmad, known for his interest in venery, brings rumour of beasts spotted in my realm. I'm hearing much talk from the Wilaya of West Kamuda. It is said that there are excellent prospects for hunting thereabouts, with many a worthy gazelle seen roaming the dry lands. So you can say it's interesting, or do not bother me with this. Yeah, interesting. We could do a hunt, but we're at the end of our life now. Near the end of our life. We're 58. I don't really see the point in going on hunts at this age. We haven't done it as of yet. We don't make a lot of money. 7.8 gold could be better. Let's get 50 gold off Wali Muzaffaruddin. Let's get 46 gold off Wali Simbad. Let's get 50 gold off Wali Aguilas. I mean, that would pay for a hunt. But I don't think we're gonna go on a hunt in this episode. We could do it in next episode. I'm thinking of wrapping up soon. Let's give it a couple more months maybe, and just see if anything interesting comes up. Tournament. So what is it? It's a melee and a ceremony. So just a melee. We haven't got prowess at all. Nah, we're not going to go to that. And they're Christians as well. Who would be selling ourselves out. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna finish the episode here. What's this? Grand Tournament by Emir Mastan of Gat. He's our rival. Yeah, we could go and then try and kill him, potentially. Yeah. Indeed. So we just need mercenary guards. Okay. I'm gonna join the tournament and set our intent to murder I'd love to murder Al-Khayr, our grandson, because he's got really bad stats and he's a craven. We're brave. Yeah, we don't have Emir Mastan as an option to kill. So should we just kill? Should we just kill our grandson? Alright, I'm gonna put that in for now. Let me know in the comments if you think it's a bad idea. But if I don't see any comments by tomorrow, I'm just gonna go ahead and try and kill him. And then Isley would take over, I think. Yeah, and Isley is way better. Trusting, humble, zealous. He's got good stats. Not craven. So, alright, thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. It does mean a lot. Yeah, it's been fun. See you next time. Cheerio.